So I wanted to talk about the new mechanic coming to Vanguard, which was imaginary gifts. Now, I think this is a really cool concept. So we'll go into the different gifts that we have. We have Accel, Force, and Protect. So Accel basically gives you an extra front row rear guard circle with an additional 10k power. You cannot boost this unit. A solid 10k boost to the unit that's in that extra circle that you've got is pretty nice. Also, you do have to bear in mind that Accel are going to be the only clans in that gift category that will have access to the front trigger as well. And I think front triggers belonging to Accel makes sense. I think it'll shine a lot more with those clans that are with Accel. But yeah, having the extra rear guard there is actually pretty interesting because that means you'll have to potentially deal with all of these clans with the potential of a fourth attack, because you'll have the 3 rear guard attacks and also the 1 Vanguard attack. So overall, it's a pretty interesting concept and is actually not too bad overall. So the next gift is Force, and this one is probably my favorite just because I like power attacks and just being aggressive. This one basically gives you a 10k buff to a Vanguard or a rear guard circle. That circle will gain an extra 20k buff if you have 2 gifts on your field. Now, I had to check this because I got told that apparently that you can put the Force gift on the same circle more than once. Now, I checked this and apparently you can. Now, I don't know if this is right or wrong still. I'm kind of in a bit of a denial here because that is just insane to me. It's mainly due to the fact that when I was talking about the premium format in my blaster video the other day about premium, you could just make a blaster blade column just stupidly huge, and if you restand that with Flogel multiple times, that's just a ton of pressure. Who knows, maybe the shield increases that we're getting is going to help with this, like with the power increase. We'll just have to see about that, but that to me initially was just insane. I think generally speaking, like, you know, 10k and 20k power, that is actually pretty cool. So it'll make you a bit more diverse in terms of, you know, what do you want to be? Do you want to be the type of player that just makes your Vanguard really big? Or do you want to spread the Force imaginary gift around the field to make your entire field bigger and not just one unit? So yeah, interesting, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. And then the final imaginary gift is Protect, and I think it's pretty cool. It's very simplistic, but basically you gain a perfect guard. So you take the imaginary gift, add it to your hand, and then when you want to guard with it, you just reveal it to your opponent, put it into the Guardian circle, and then discard a card, you know, basically like a generic perfect guard. But the interesting thing about this is that it's a perfect guard, but it doesn't have a grade, and also it can block any attack. So you can protect a rear guard or a Vanguard with this card, and it doesn't get stopped by anything with a guard restriction effect. Now, I know that guard restriction is obviously more of a thing in the premium, but it begs the question if they're going to bring guard restrictions back in the standard format as well. I kind of feel like they will at a later time in standard, but yeah, I think Protect overall is very simple. It does what it needs to do, and it'll give those decks that are in this category of imaginary gifts a little bit more of a defensive capability. So that's really nice. But yeah, overall, I think the imaginary gift mechanic is actually a pretty cool one. I think it actually gives you the incentive to ride your grade 3s just so that you can get these gifts and help power yourself up, which is pretty cool. Or defend yourself in the case of Protect. But yeah, I think it really reminds me of Break Ride just because you had your Break Ride effect and you could either ride the same unit on top of it to get that Break Ride, or you could just ride your other Limit Break card that you had in the deck typically to get the Break Ride effect, but then also your new Limit Break ability as well, which is a pretty cool mixture. So it gives you the choice of getting the Break Ride effect multiple times, or just Break Riding with the addition of a different Limit Break effect on top of it. But the main thing about this mechanic is that it's actually quite open to the future as well. It's always going to be a relevant mechanic, and I think it's very flexible to deal with when it comes to future stuff that Vanguard could do. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on the imaginary gifts. I think all of them are pretty nice and unique. It'll give a bit of clan identity back to these clans as well. So what do you guys think about them as well? Do you think they're a pretty cool mechanic? And which gift are you more attracted to? Or better yet, which clan are you looking at because of which gift you want to play? So yeah, tell me guys what your feedback is in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care guys, and I'll see you later.